They don't even realize it. Instead, starting to press up along the Xbox. Peek from Crane denied. It's Major and Wicadia with one each. Device holding on for the time being. Where's that flank at, though? What's going on over there? Major holds it back.
They have the info. They have all the information.
Easy.
EF is rotating back to B. They've seen two figures. Wicadia staying alive, trying to maintain some pressure on the device. He's going to fall, not without doing a little bit of damage. 18 HP on the device.
A lot of damage. Look at the health on this. This retake ain't doable. Like one bullet and these guys are both down, so I don't even know if Astralis, they might not even choose to go for it, considering the HP. Save the armor, save the pistol. Sarah doesn't even have armor. Yeah, Buzz might have used that smoke a little bit early over towards the B bomb site to get a deep angle, to get a little bit of a one-way, so it's all on Blame F.
Broad shoulders. We've seen already Eternal Fire in a similar round. Group backups, but they made sound. They made sound. Blame F's on high alert, and Wicadia was the one that was low, so his first is easy. And he won't shy away from a fast reposition. Dodges the flash. They almost line up for that crosshair to get snapped back. Not the case.
Oh, good molly, good nade combo.
Yes.
Another utility kill for Astralis. A 2-on-2, and Borup's telling his teammate, you can come through the smoke. Careful, woxic. Careful.
He's reaching, man, stretching for that AK. Does get it. Flash setup here for Major. woxic's going to swing with it. Gets one off the backside. Then it's Buğra from the top rope, falling down onto bomb. Taps it to just cause panic. And panic sets in. It is Astralis to lose it. Covered. All right, full buy. There we go. 5v4 Astralis.
Oh.
Make it a 5v3. 2-for-1 special. Trios on sale. Blame F into middle. Damn, all right. Just when there felt like there was some semblance of mastery out of Eternal Fire, we just get a faster one out of this. But Device is kind of
the net.
But you know, he's gonna surely walk into him, right?
No.
No, he's invisible. Wicadia is invisible now.
Oh, this is crazy.
Lord.
If he can wrap all, I don't think he'll be able to get past Stair, but now he knows Device is behind him. He could still do some economic damage. Oh, now it's in the glimpse. Now you're no longer invisible. And there's no one shifting over for you to catch either. Device is going to grab this with ease. Oh, jinx.
Okay, well, 2 kills.
What did you do, Jason?
But the bomb belongs to Astralis. Wicadia hopeful that somebody else is just rotating, but they all took the low road. They've all stacked on top of that bomb. This is not a round that Astralis will ever give away.
With the right smoke, he can make... Oh, never mind. He threw the wrong smoke.
Unless they all line up for the most magnificent spray Pro League's ever damn seen. There's the first!
Oh.
Stair will have to respect that smoke now. I don't think he can afford that peak. Wicadia will have it booked if he does. Yes, he got it. That's an easy kill for Wicadia, although I say that. Oh, it gets a little labored.
It's a kill. It's a kill. He gets there.
The dink sounded much worse than it was. That was like through the steel, so that's only 58 HP still left on Wicadia. He's going to be very happy with that opening frag. Calyx, meanwhile, tries to find his 1v1 at the B bomb site and loses that out. I don't even mind that risk, realizing you have an isolated defender there. It goes the other direction.
XANTARES with the molly. If Blame F is going to be countered out, now that he's fired, you'd think that has to be destined for him. Yeah. They throw a frag. They still have the Molotov on XANTARES. Device on site. Buğra up close.
Ooh.
Has to give it back. But look at this position.
Look at the HP, though.
Man, look at this position. Oh, watched Wicadia. 10-7. Doing what he has to, out of the gate, and then back on the entry. Buzz with a double. He could have been the guy this round.
But you're exactly right. I think getting Device into this game for Astralis and for Device himself has got to be a priority. He's another one of those players that Blame F, really, really high percentage of opening kill win rate. It's at 70% where Blame F was at 80. Still an incredible stat to have throughout the group stage. They need this AWP to start ringing out on the map.
Here he comes. Huge timing.
Oh, but that third player.
Huge timing.
Nice snap. Bomb as well. And dives back. 5 health to spare. That could have been the end of Device.
Yeah, that nade afterwards as well. Device stayed forward instead of eating the nade at the corner. That would have certainly been his death. Oh, he's gone now. Real gone.
woxic sets up XANTARES. XANTARES keeps pressing around. Stair is able to put one up with the FAMAS. We talked about little utility. That could come back to haunt them on the retake because the T-side volley blocks them off from exiting out CT, from even peeking beyond elevator. And you know XANTARES, where there's space, there's a chance to catch someone off guard, and he's going to slip right into that. And this is so daunting for Astralis because, yes, it's a 4 versus 2, but you know you've given up all of this site control. Although I will say, woxic, he's kind of left XANTARES on his own, immensely so. And by swapping out to the AWP, he misses his chance to peel them off. It's still not the defuse stuck. Oh, takes a duel, towards B by jumping over the woods, sets up Eternal Fire 5v4. They make it one worse.
Device not able to get anything going 13 rounds into this half.
That saved op.
And a 5-on-3. woxic even has a Molotov, so if they want to come up towards this A bomb site, you have something to force Stare out of this position. He's got no smoke. Borup does, but he'd have to throw it from the bomb site itself.
They're keeping eyes on it. They're
Certainly
not going to forget. They're not.
Ooh.
He stepped. He stepped. They must have been hurt. It must have been hurt. Borup's position, they have to be ready for it.
Sees the shadow. Op's trying to walk in. Tries to get back around with the flash from BlameF. Oh, they stop the bomb. And the next player's lit. They grab it, they hold back, and that smoke comes down. Then they're going to run. All three of them, shoulder to shoulder towards that B site, but BlameF is walking, and he will definitely arrive in time. They're coming up this ramp, and BlameF has a chance, a glorious moment for him to recover what was lost by Astralis, what felt like a shoe-in, and down goes two. Calyx is Galil, and it's Borup on the spray down. Nobody more essential at the moment than these Borup late round rotations. But there's nobody inside of B here to actually give a peek. There's nobody in it at all. Buzz over towards CT spawn starts to come back as the exec's already in place. XANTARES with a chance to take his head off, doesn't.
Oh, this is going to be such a tough retake. This is Eternal Fire taking advantage of a big gap that Astralis allowed them to have with no presence at B. Still going to be a very strong retake. Look at all the nades and utility. A flank coming in as well. Oh. One out by Stare, and now it gets real difficult.
Right? And the bomb's down, so you know Eternal Fire going to turn a couple heads back. Astralis definitely have enough to get the retake going. BlameF with a whole entire belt. Buzz, it is gun out and press out. And he sees one falling back, hasn't cleared behind green. Wicadia, this could be a glorious moment as he catches Borup. They know they're still back there, but Device cleaning them out one after another. BlameF by his side, Astralis fighting for that 8th round, and they'll take it. Grenades over the top, wasting no time. Molotov for the lane, and therefore not the sandbags, where Wicadia sits behind. Stare, it is his contact that flusters the site ever so slightly. Borup decides, I'm out, because you're right, Moses. It belongs to Astralis.
That baby's wide open. A little bit of a fake thrown in here, and boy, did Eternal Fire bite. They're going to set up aggressively to stop even the turn to try and get a fight before the retake begins. You got to retake the map control before you can start retaking the bomb site, and all of Eternal Fire is forced back, and there's a flank coming in from A.
Oh, but Device, having missed a few shots, peels back, leaves Buzz on that island, and with him going down, it then starts this rolling ball forward, and they all get cleared. It is 4 instant headshots, all out of Eternal Fire. Now Stare's coming in from this flank, sure enough, but they have the kit, they have everything. Everything they needed in that moment, because Device had more than 5 chances at getting that kill in CT.
Astralis readjust to A ramp. There's 45 seconds on the clock to make this work.
The timing is good. Currently the defense is at its weakest on the A side. Wicadia spots a shoulder, will have to back off. Still a Molotov he can put down, even a smoke to slow down the hit. So the defense should be in position by the time they are needed.
They look a little shaky right now, I'm not going to lie to you. It feels.
I agree.
Exec over the top. Oh, that's a wonderful nade. Could not have been better placed. Blame and Stare both down to sub-half health, but Wicadia's Famas can't find either, and the squeeze! But Major, he still stands! And Device with BlameF next to him, clear them out. The HP left on those two is near nothing. Borup's late lurk through middle is going to find contact versus Calyx, but Eternal Fire, who said it? Who said they look shaky?
Yeah, that would be me. It's a tense moment. Look at all these challenges. Oh, Buzz can't track it, can't find a clean one. XANTARES doesn't need to be here anymore in a 5-on-4. He's got to be very careful about when he gets this information. Now he hears the running. Now he's going to back away, but they're out in the open. They come back for more. Dangerous, and here comes the rest of the defense.
And that molly on short prevents the T's from scaling all the way through, but off the flash, they're going to try to test this. And then those short players looking blind, but tucked in. A missed shot from Device. What could have been a double spray down turns into a painful moment of disappointment. Major surprised them with, but instead they both walk away.
But that's enough to keep Major here. Astralis are very 9-esque in their approach right now, as it's very complicated to know how many bodies are towards A, how many bodies are towards B. We've seen utilities being used, a couple of flashes and mollies on B, but Device also had a smoke on the A side. That's why we see here the respect that's being given from internal fire. The amount of information they're going to get is very late, and that smoke is a little early for my liking. We see the boost, maybe it gets a kill. It kind of have to because a lot hinges on it, not a whole lot of utility being used behind it.
Oh, they're fixated on the sandbag. Somebody's going to jump up. Someone's walking up that ramp. Molly at the base of it. They don't get anything for their efforts. They've got Device on the line. He sees the body, easy pickup on woxic, and suddenly those CTs feel so stranded, so incredibly stuck in the mud of this short side that these flashes again have to come and bail them out. But Device plays it perfectly, peeking around those sandbags, and he makes sure to shave off the front runner. But we're talking 15 seconds, and that bomb just got picked back up. 5 to spare. CTs with one more frag grenade. That bomb's going to get escorted in under the cover of the smoke.
It's low. It's low.
And they stop it, but just enough time. No spray can find him. Borup will punch in the digits, and Eternal Fire, that close proximity to the bomb site for like 35 seconds.
And that'll pull Major away. He shifts to middle.
They saw it, right? They heard that Deagle firing mid. But Buzz is low.
If woxic falls, it's over. woxic has to be really careful. He has no help whatsoever, and he still has a smoke to play with. Death would almost immediately mean the round. Wicadia here hiding with the USP so that the model doesn't betray his position. He'll see
oh my goodness.
And the device is locked onto him. I think there should be enough for a double kill. Wicadia, great adjustment. It's all in control, and a third one just not a bullet shy from it.
But still, the job is done. Still, he has set it up perfectly unless the B site crumbles. Buzz comes up the stairs, and now Borup could catch off a player, but Major slides in just as he was coming down. A Molotov inside of the bomb site could deny the plant for enough time for that third player to get over for EF.
Peace.
Kobe, done. No bomb in just yet. Buzz will tap. And they aggress. They come down on him, also peeking top construction. Wicadia saves them. That USP to M4 swap, so smooth.
He needs to punish that flank. Depends on how aggressive Borup is going to elect to play. I'm not sure I'm big of a fan of that position. I would like woxic to be a bit more involved in what's happening. We know he would need 1 or 2 kills just to start being a bit more proactive the way we saw Device come alive.
He's being proactive now, baby. He's pushing middle. He's pushing to get the angle in towards the ladder room. He's got it, but they drop away. Utility spent for Astralis towards the A bomb site, but no one even flirts with the ramp.
Oh, man.
And they're going back to B.
If this is the round, woxic goes top middle, pushes further away from construction, leaves Calyx infinitely more alone.
On an island.
And then 4 Astralis players hit B. Listen, the call, it could work out for the Danes. Calyx given a chance at a second frag. Stairs still over towards that ramp. woxic pulls back in time, but the flash finds him on the first peak. The smoke doesn't cancel all his vision. Oh, he's going to get so fixated on that until they take it away. XANTARES slides out, and Device caught off. Spam damage, almost enough to take Blame F out of this. That would have been the bomb plant with hands busy. But woxic, again, we want something out of this AWP.
I don't even know if they can go for it, though. Like this, they're going to do it. They're going to try.
Wicadia at the front's going to smoke off the bomb. Oh, it's instant.
Second map would be Inferno.
But there's reason to believe in a buy like this. I think, EF have already given us multiple examples of doing more with less.
Is Eternal Fire winning this round, Connor?
No.
Okay.
No, but don't.
But there are reasons.
But don't open up another tab if you're watching, is what I'm saying. There's.
Look at what Astralis is doing. Once again, making it look like it's an A map control, but throwing towards the mid-side. Major alone. He's about to be caught in rotation, and just like that, the rabbit comes in. The carrot was a fake. You have been trapped. Wicadia is fallen off by the design of Device, and it's a 5 versus 3 in what we prefaced as a survival. I can't look. I have to close my eyes.
It's got to be so frustrating. Astralis has really only attacked middle when they feel like the economy is at a low buy or a half buy. This is a huge push.
Calyx, yes, 2, 3. Finally given a chance. He had not gone beyond that staircase, and yet it was glory on the other side. Still, it could be taken back. So again, will they win? Maybe not. Well, but that was a reason to watch.
You have Blame F in middle to cut off rotations, but it's actually just going to be a double flank. And here they come. I think that should give away the sound cues. Now they all know. Now Borup and Blame F both know where the players are retaking from.
And a flash from Blame F to try and set him up. It's going to come down to timing here. Borup, if he's given the perfect flash, could just mop up both. But the peek from behind Tetris pushes this onto Blame instead. He sees the second cross. Low health on 1, smoke on top of bomb, challenge around the side. It's a repeat, and it's an extension from XANTARES that gives them what they need. I love this. The peek on the top of the wood. I mean, that's a nasty off angle. It gets spotted ahead of the chance, but
he's going to get cut off by Stair, surely. You don't realize one's already up. Although I guess being on top of the boards, you should be able to notice. There's plenty of defense here now to recover if that op does go down.
Deep vision as well for Wicadia.
He's left alone. That's a lot of responsibility, but he's got that deep information, allowing the defense to be so strong on B, and woxic will be tested. He switched over to the silencer. That's the second kill, triple on the dot. Will he go more aggressive? He's got a little bit of help with the smoke of Major right there, and that's the angle. You are not going to pass that bomb side. Finally, he's back.
What a Molotov in the last round.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I told you!
We got Maniac pumped, dude.
We've seen him go for the deep angle as well. Little bit of utility coming in. woxic is going to back away. They actually want nothing to do with this fight, despite the fact they had two players in position.
It's kind of like the fight they most certainly wanted until they decided otherwise. And Buğra timing here. Ooh, Buğra.
Great
Hang
opening.
on. Buzz has slid down beneath him. Not sure who's made audio at this point. Calyx's position sure as hell known. And Device has a gap between the smoke and the sandbags. A is where the Danes want to sink their teeth deep. Device sees the trajectory. He knows what's going on. They're piecing together the picture. Over the construction goes Buzz because Calyx has seemingly disappeared. And woxic gets ripped apart for it, but still, they do decide to move that bomb back. They are heading towards B.
Perfect.
Device is here to just try and lock in this frag, but he's given away his chance. 20 seconds to this clock, and Buzz is just looking to prevent the CT push from getting into the site. If they get close enough to stop plant, big problem. Calyx finds timing. He gets that one player towards A down. Wicadia tries to press out. He goes first, but luckily Calyx still here to pick things up from the other end, and he can now just buy his time. What a squeeze. XANTARES, more patient than anybody else, sits back, CT, blame F dead, Buzz pinched, and if he doesn't shine right here, then it is EF to 15, frag goes far, and Buzz drops the ball.
Of their own victory. Very concentrated towards A, but you have to know with the way this half has played out, there's going to be one last move from Astralis. There's going to be something that's going to make this confusing. And now they also have to realize it's been a long time since you've been on this half of the map.
Does Buğra have the nerves to take control before his teammates join him? Apparently he's waiting for the pack to join, and Calyx is respecting it. We're going to have a retake situation on our hands in round 30. I cannot imagine this happening again.
Sign me up.
With the execute, though, I think actually Calyx is going to say, okay, if you're fully executing like this, you don't have the information that it's clear, so no one's actually in. He can get an advanced position, blocked out by smoke. It's not going to do him much good, but utility delay the plant.
Yeah, can't throw Buzz in for the bomb plant. He has to sit back. That nade finds its mark. Smoke keeps him up. But
Good luck,
smoke
Blame.
on site like that also creates a pocket for Calyx to maybe wrap around. We're going to get another flank in this one, and it is indeed Major, looking to probably just buy his time. Let the green players get going first. Let this war machine roll forward from the CT spawn, and now that that smoke's faded, it is all eyes up on this site. Blame F needed that kill. Calyx comes through, and that is all she wrote for Vertigo, folks. It is indeed the Eternal Fire.
And so am I of Eternal Fire after that first map, stealing it away in the dying lights of Vertigo as we now head to Astralis' map pick.
Yeah, it was an incredible comeback, and now it's up to Astralis to change the tune, and so it starts with BlameF's beautiful entry. We've been talking about his abilities all throughout the cast, 80% success rate in the last 3 months, and he's not done quite yet. He used the P250 and the big legs of his to take all of that map control, making sure Major is completely alone. He flashes himself out, but his time on Earth is limited.
Well, you think so, Matsu. Do you? Oh
no.
Look at this. What a Blame F situation.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Ah!
He's alive. That's what matters. He's alive and kicking and distracting. It was all part of the plan. This is part of the plan. This has always been what they needed. A good, strong distraction inside construction. Buzz is now meant to close this, and you know what? I blame Buzz. Calyx tucked in. This man did wonderful things back on Vertigo, but will be sidelined in round 2 of Inferno. They are also smoked out on this rotate back around. He was the only piece of defense, but it doesn't matter if you lose your sight if you're ballsy enough to challenge through that moto smoke.
Was it worth it?
Wait.
Well, he got one.
It's good map control. Considering there are only 2 CTs, that's a whole lot of real estate being purchased, or in fact, just taken. XANTARES with the same off angles. woxic finds the kill onto device. That was very important. Flashed, but not pushed away from the angle.
Those are the worst deaths to receive when you know you nailed them with a flash. You just think, if only I peek later. Or didn't even flash. Maybe I would have got that kill. 2 come through for Eternal Fire, and that seesaws Astralis back to B. They just get re-smoked.
That's
no
an early
easy
smoke.
entrance.
That's a very early smoke.
Luckily,
Still
there's a rotation.
comfortable, but...
Little gap. It's perfect for Major.
Oh, God.
But he decides not to take the chance on it.
Can woxic get one more?
I think he should. Tries to get on Coffins. Makes that a little weird. Stare dies out to the spam from Wicadia. That's good. The little that was left of him, not enough to get any kind of an entry. No openings. Major, passive as he needs to be, will get pushed out by Buzz. Wicadia still yet to chance that CT smoke.
Uh-oh.
Remember, it's woxic with the op over on Coffin. That smoke grenade has now faded, but woxic stoic as he sits back and waits. Nice! As he snaps the op shot up. It is a thing of beauty. Blame F presses against the smoke. Can he really manage 1v4? He's not the first, but woxic.
4th rotation freed up as well, but Astralis are starting to take middle, so this is the right time. Eternal Fire giving mid. They're welcoming Astralis into their bomb site. Please push this stack, they say, but the bomb's back in T-ramp, waiting for aggro. We've already seen Major make that mistake, and he won't do it again as the solo B hold. Astralis can't afford to leave this too late to go back to Banana. Major still has this smoke available. Last time it was preemptive.
They're going to need to either retake information or change the setup. Major cannot afford to stay that defensive. And I think Astralis is aware of it. Astralis is anticipating an overlap of rotation towards the B side, and now they're about to execute 5 versus 3 firmly on A with the massive amount of attack, mostly towards A apps.
It's a Calyx round. He has a smoke. It's just gone out in
timed.
apps in 30 seconds, and he has pit. This is the power position. Wicadia's the first line of defense.
What a tough spot to be in, but he'll take his peek. He gets his early damage in, cleans up a second. That's what they need out of him. We've still got woxic in the bomb site. Calyx empty-handed, other than the damage, bomb dropped, and this is a rock-solid defense. Every piece of that 3-man defense,
They have
maybe
XANTARES.
Oh, well, they don't have woxic. Buzz with the laser around the arch side. XANTARES is going to do a little. Holds on as that Glock connects.
Oh!
Huge
Something
call.
they've been doing so well was floating that third, but you know, something he's been doing well in this series is putting up critical kills when needed. And Calyx, the nade, will not take down Buğra, but he's done his job. He has literally turned away a 2 versus 1 coming out from balcony.
Maniac's not liking this push.
I got
almost
really
sent
uncomfortable for a second.
He almost sent it.
But Calyx saved the defense. Calyx saved the defense. There was an obvious gap, an obvious weakness, and then he stood strong. woxic with the AWP, tested, punishes device. That's the 5 versus 3.
That's what you need. woxic versus device, op v op, and he gets the better of it to maintain what is now a 2-man advantage and then some.
XANTARES has a smoke, which he now utilizes. That's 33 seconds on the dot. When that smoke is going to fade, it's still a whole lot of time for Astralis to execute and be comfortably into this side.
He's baiting for Major on the boost. Fires
like
off from CT, repositions. Good grenade as well, because he hears their pins get pulled, and he's ready for this hit. It's about to come through.
A player's nowhere nearby. Wicadia's already on the fast flank. Now he's just bolting back behind them. Orange's player, perfect distraction for Major. Didn't have to do much.
Oh.
Wicadia, though, maybe needed. Hold on, hold on.
Team flash.
Blame F, a double kill right back. It's Blame F and Device in a post plant, and I tried to hype him up back on Vertigo. You put Device in a post plant when he can work a multitude of angles, and you're gonna get something out of him. And he's fixated on that CT player, gets what he wants. Calyx dead, skewered. And with the 2 CTs now left back on Banana, they're gonna flush one out from the new box. Blame F is setting himself up to close it, and he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to get both. Bomb beyond the halfway point, challenge into the backside. Blame F cannot close.
woxic is not missing right now. Where was this woxic on Vertigo? It might not matter. He showed up at the right time.
And he sends XANTARES to the A side once again. We have already seen Astralis try to break through that side with 4 defenders here. Now, This is where Major has to play it correctly. He's going to be pushed away. That's the call here. A couple of flashes. He can't withstand his position, and he stays. And he doesn't call for backup quite yet.
Damn, device was posted for that. They wanted some kind of a peek out of A. They got what they wanted, but the flash comes through first.
This is stubborn, but it might work out. 40 seconds, they still have mid-info.
Do you dare peek into this? A jump from Buğra, but a perfect spot from Wicadia. XANTARES and woxic. Mowed down.
Just keep spraying.
Other than that, no threat on A. Absolutely not.
Oh, flash play. Spots him in apps. Won't commit to it. Astralis managed to pull back out of that.
Damn,
XANTARES doing anything but gets a spot down banana and forces a reposition. He won't go any further.
And now's the time to not go swinging around the half wall, and they choose accordingly. The threat very real here, as Astralis will group up outside of the B site. The Major XANTARES duo. No boost for the cross, but instead just sitting on that smoke grenade and looking to put it down at the perfect moment. Does indeed drop it ahead of time. But they try to press through. They get through, in fact. Buğra, fast trade. Major around the side of Coffin, can't get his. Yeah. The flash looked like it set him up enough so, but now the plant. And it seems like Astralis have gone ahead to steal a 5th in this T side.
And we have our usual suspect. Now, Device and Stair are about to be pop flashed into Banana, and Major, you cannot afford that opening. He pulls back, he still has a smoke, and now he has to decide. We've talked about it. Does he call XANTARES for backup, or does he stay alone and take that risk? He hasn't put down his smoke quite yet, so he can technically breathe for a little bit longer, but the information is being taken. XANTARES didn't see anybody.
Now they will indeed move woxic over towards the B site. Major pressed against it.
It's a fake.
I love this.
Alert.
The most info denial they've done on A this map, it's felt like 25 seconds. There's only 2 CTs here. The flash is lovely, though, and they hear them coming up short.
And he gave that to Wicadia not long ago, who jumps back into the A site. Calyx can't manage the second, needs the reload. XANTARES pushing it out and pushing them back indeed. Third man in is the key.
Have they got the power? Is it plugged in? Because this pistol could suck the life out of Astralis.
Dual Berettas in the back site. Rotator coming over. Here's him running in. Double. And a third. Device. Is he enough to hold off because his 2 teammates are dead? XANTARES returned the favor with a double kill. And then we get this fast flank out of Blame F. But still, there is a staircase on Graveyard to hide behind. Blame F stops the bomb plant. A chance for XANTARES to continue to churn them up. He has 3 kills in this pistol, 16 frags on the damn map, and a chance to give EF double digits this quick.
He saw him.
30 seconds for him to have to cross over, surpass the danger zone, and get that bomb plant in, but Buğra.
Quite logically, the force buy comes into play from Eternal Fire. We're working with 2 Mac-10s, 2 Tic-9, the Eagle, a smoke and a flash. So I would probably argue for something simple, something with punching power, a la Apps Pop.
Well, here it is. And ahead of it lies Buzz. Incendiary and smoke. Majority of the util still up. Oh, playing with nades as the push comes in. It's dangerous, but it could still be enough as Stair's there to crossfire with him. Device will lose his angle because of that smoke. That pushes everybody into Stair's vision, and now Device tries to activate, but the Tech-9, oh lord. We have 2 players tagged up for Eternal Fire, but they have a bomb plant as they have pushed their way through short and into the post plant.
No one peeks. There's no reason to go for this for Astralis. Major can just tuck in right now. He gets avoided. Headshot could welcome Astralis round on this Apps flank. Buying time for Blame, but no kit.
I don't want to take anything away from what Astralis did in Cologne. This was very commendable. I still believe that the Astralis versus Heroic is in and of itself a very unique ecosystem with maybe emotions coming to play, but you know what? Different topic, different time. We have an APOP on our hands.
And we've got a gun round, right? If we've got anything left in the Astralis tank, feels like it's got to be right about now. Stair extended out on short side. He's got a player with him just beneath the porch. Flash finds him fantastically, and that is 3 sets of feet falling down into the pit. They know this bomb site's compromised. They feel stuck in. And just when you feel like you're stuck in, you get stuck. Wicadia able to just gun down 2 point blank. Nothing to be done here.
Pick up some pace, pick up some rounds, for crying out loud. They had the pistol.
Do something.
That's it.
Give us a sign of life.
You
They're
feel
gonna
for
go out
Stair.
with a
We were
whimper.
talking about Stair and we were putting him under the microscope just a little bit, and here he's got the keys to the castle. He gets completely pop flashed. No say whatsoever in the round. That's 5 to 15. It's tough. It's getting tough.
I don't think this is going to be any easier either. We get a third player from Astralis towards
nice.
Banana, but the flashbangs are fantastic
Perfect.
yet again.
They
And
tough.
just the scaling with utility from EF into an A site. Look at the diversity in the approach right now. We've got XANTARES hanging up above. We've got Major trying to wrap around Moto. Buzz is given a chance.
Buzz.
Because of that arch kill, there is suddenly a small opportunity. Or maybe it's bigger than we think because Eternal Fire pull back.
Hello, Astralis. When are they going to realize they're still 4A? They still haven't gone back. Borup starts to run as the footsteps certainly got heard from Buzz resetting there. Astralis will get here in time early enough. Maybe Borup can even drop the smoke. That would be a problem. Eternal Fire might have to go through. There is no one in the bomb site right now, but they don't know that.
Okay. We had a couple scrambles from them on Vertigo that didn't go their way. And that smoke will not be eternal. Borup able to push out, does bring Wicadia with him. He's now got a second player here on confidence. XANTARES wins the duel. Blameth loses his head when he can't shoot back, and Stair trying to squeeze out the bomb plant in front of him, and Eternal Fire on for a solidifying 14th round here. And simultaneously, that is a death sentence for Astralis, so it seems.
Start the clock.
smoke.
Start the clock on that
Yeah.
smoke, because if Borup doesn't have a backup in about 20 seconds at best, he will fall. So Device is very aware of that. He's going to run back towards his teammate, and he's got one flash.
Yeah, I like this. Play new box, throw it over the top. Maybe Borup can fight, but he still needs something in the site. Device is going to get smoked completely. He wraps round. They don't have Coffin smoke down, and they never will. Device can fight alongside his teammate. Borup gets one off the spray. Device has to be the hero, but that would be nothing new.
Leans back as well. Now the pinch starts to begin. XANTARES thinking
God.
he can just get through that doorway, and sure enough, he can. Buzz,
Got the bomb.
too many paces back, but you don't
see
need
ya.
the bomb if you've got the headshots. Grabbed and nabbed by Calyx. Stair's going to try to run him down. He's anticipating the coffin peak, but XANTARES again has gotten back out through that doorway. It goes both ways. Or in fact, it only goes one way. All of it going to Eternal Fire. Peek out into the apartments punished. Calyx, man, 5 deaths. You know, when you think about Calyx's first half, he had like 5 kills by the end of it. And we saw that 3K spray down. We saw everything that they needed to put forth to get to this best position yet. We've got XANTARES just sniffing out the arch side, and tell me Astralis don't look like they're about to collapse.
Buzz
This is
alone.
weird. They're going back into what they don't know is 2B right now, but Astralis have everyone
Okay.
here.
And they
Device
hear
is
it.
going to get fed
That's
a
a
little
sign.
bit.
That's Device. That's a sign, and
you
this
gotta
is why you
call
see
it
the
off.
reaction.
Go find Buzz.
But it's
Alone in the
Buzz.
site. 15 seconds, a couple of kills, and he wins this round. He keeps Astralis in it. Rotate's being cut off, but Buzz is still the hot ticket right now. He has to hold on. They don't check
Oh!
him. Jumping woxic.
What?
And this is done. The Danes demolished, and Device going home as Eternal Fire 2-0 the series with XANTARES, one of the best mechanical